Sergeant Jamie Tomlinson is with us, road policing officer, the man in charge of the whole thing, and I thought it'd be a great chance before the madness begins, although I'm sure you don't see it as madness. In fact, you do everything to make sure it's not a mad situation. But I know this very week you're going through some pre-TT stuff with all your officers. Would you like to tell us what you're doing?
Yeah, this week obviously we're a few days from the event starting, so we have a briefing day tomorrow, which is the Tuesday, and what we're going to look to do is to enhance our officers with their first aid training and brief about our objectives for the period and what we want to achieve out of it.
Is this a safety issue, is it more than anything?
Yeah, for sure. Planning starts pretty much from when TT 2018 finished, so we've been doing it all year round, and we're always looking at how we can improve things, how we can improve safety on the roads for everybody, and that's what we try and do. Okay,
Jamie, now take us through, you go from this the outside perception, the Isle of Man is quiet little backwater. The ads that they run and say, I mean, seriously though, it's still, whatever planning you do, it's still a major gear up, isn't it?
Yeah, and you've always got to expect the unexpected. That's the thing. We've had incidents over the years that you never really foresee, so we have to just basically plan for anything that can take place.
And you say safety, so I know there's more and more sort of restrictions on where you can open up your bike. More again this year, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, what we've done, again, we looked at how successful the coast road was when we put speed restrictions on it. We put a 50 maximum on the coast road, and that we found that it did, in fact, make the journey safer for everybody. So the bikers that wanted to get back up to Ramsey and come back over the one-way mountain where there isn't a speed limit, it basically it calmed them down a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So we built on that, and we've also now imposed restrictions on the Cronky and the Bishop's Court areas. Again, we hope that will slow people down because of the sheer volume of the bikes on the roads. Because they've obviously got to share the roads with everybody, and certainly on the western side of the island you might have farm vehicles, cyclists, dog walkers. We have to be careful that we cater for everybody. And also the Cregnabar back road as well, because there is a tendency for the bikers.
That's a bit of a loophole, wasn't it, almost? Yes.
Well,
on that. It's not a good road.
They could drop down off the mountain and their adrenaline was still pumping, and they were going a little bit too hard. So again, with the road traffic collisions that we had on that particular piece of road as well, we looked at that and thought, how can we try and control the speeds as well? So there's also a speed limit being put on the Craig back road as well. Yeah.
So you got you guys out and you're doing this all the time.
Yeah.
That works?
It does work, and contrary to what people think, it's not a money-making venture. Far from it. It's purely a safety tactic, if you like. So, we're being overt. We're saying, there are speed restrictions. Officers will be out. They'll be highly visible, and we'll have speed enforcement on the go. If we have to take action, we take action. But it's, we're trying to say to people, it's a deterrent. Stick to the speed limits, and you'll be left alone.
And the undercover side of it, I mean, the covert bikes with their cameras, which seem to every year give us massive amount of enjoyment. Once it's gone to court, of course, then you see some of the craziness that these bikes are doing.
Absolutely, and we've got the officers that are on the unmarked bikes are highly trained officers, so they're able to in some instances follow safely and retrieve, and capture the footage, which is then passed on to an officer waiting ahead, if you like, and then we can then safely pull the vehicles and the bikes in.
Now, how big is your department on a day-to-day basis, your road traffic policing?
Throughout the year we have 6 officers in the RPU.
Suddenly, what do you jump to?
Yeah, well, we jumped to over 30.
This is just drawing people in from other parts, or bringing them over, or what?
No. Predominantly, there's 31 this year, which consists of mainly the operational officers who are going to be out on the roads. But we've also got our force incident managers, so they're the control room staff, if you like. We have to have those covering for a significant period of the day, and an office manager. But we swell from 6 to 31. And
tell me, is it really true we hear that it's the locals that give you more interesting moments, should we say, outside of the racing, the evenings and things, than the visitors, or is that just one of those myths?
It's that's reasonably accurate. I mean, that's what goes on Douglas Promenade is what my Douglas colleagues deal with, basically. I mean, my focus, as you'd expect, is what happens on the roads.
True. Okay. So not fair to ask you that one.
But I mean, we deal with some great personalities on the roads, and our policing style is so good that people love the way we do it.
Well, let me try this version of it. Going out, having a few drinks, and not getting in your car.
Absolutely.
Because that affects you, obviously.
Yeah,
that
well,
brings you back to
there's obviously a big entertainment culture for TT, isn't there? So again, the message that we put out through the road safety team and throughout the officers and from the constabulary itself is, if you're going to enjoy yourselves, then don't get in the car and don't get on your bike.